Hello, welcome, and welcome to Backroll 1.0 presentation by DIMSI. And please welcome Matthias, Ousmane, and Pierre. A round of applause, please.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us for this talk about Backroll. First, let's begin with a presentation of themselves. My name is Pierre. I'm working from DIMSI for 2.5 years now. I'm working on C# and Java project, and I'm working also on Backroll, on the Backroll integration inside CloudStack. And when I'm not behind my keyboard, I love to give some surf lesson to my colleagues on lunch break, even if the water gets colder and colder now.
Hello, my name is Ousmane. I'm working for DIMSI for 3 years now. I worked on both parts of Backroll, in the plugin and in the Backroll side. When I'm not working, I'm part of a basketball association as a member and as a player.
Hi, I'm Matthias. I've been working for DIMSI for 1.5 years, mainly as a C# developer. And on Backroll, I'm more on Docker development. And on my free time, I like to do research on AI methods.
So what we are going to talk about, first we will do a brief presentation of DIMSI. Then we will talk about Backroll, obviously. What is Backroll, the key feature, what we are able to do with Backroll. And then we will share with you the latest news about Backroll. We will share what we planned for the future of Backroll, what is planned for the next months, next years. And finally, we will do a little Q&A if you had some question about the project. So, about DIMSI. DIMSI was created in 2006. We are 23 experts on 3 locations. We have offices in 3 cities in France. We are in Paris, Lorient, and Lyon. And the company is divided into 3 practices. We got cloud and services, business solution, and also the last one, DIMSI Consulting. Here are the key values of the company that lead us every day. So the passion, the commitment, authenticity, and expertise. This value help us to make us even better in our work and our relationships with our customers. We have 3 areas of expertise, cloud and services. So we provide services with Apache CloudStack, Azure, Jenkins, DevOps. We worked also on Microsoft Power Platform with Dataverse, Power BI, and we also build and provide modern apps using different technology, such as .NET, Angular, Python, React, and other. So now let's talk about Backroll.
So what is Backroll? As you see, Backroll is an easy-to-use KVM backup solution. Backroll is you can see the interface of Backroll is crafted with Vue.js like CloudStack. All of application of Backroll are containerized in Docker. I containerize with Docker. We have so the front end, the back end, the API made with Python 3. We use FastAPI, Celery, and Redis to handle the asynchronous execution of the task. We use also Redbit to schedule the task. That's it. So what is the key feature of Backroll? With Backroll, you can back up and restore your virtual machines. whenever you want and whatever the state of them. You can also schedule tasks. There is self-management of lock system for each VM to prevent concurrence issue. Once you have many backup on your Backroll storage, that enable you to manage retention and automatic cleaning. All of this operation can be traced. There are also some notification to be aware of their status.
So about the plugin, as you may know if you were at the previous events in Sofia, London, and Paris last year, Backroll is also a plugin for CloudStack. By using the backup and restore framework provided by CloudStack, we are able to use Backroll directly inside the CloudStack interface. So what we are able to do with the plugin, the first one is the configuration. We have to configure the CloudStack to be able to communicate with Backroll. So you can do it directly inside the main settings of CloudStack. You have to provide a URL, credential, and you have to choose Backroll as your backup provider. Once it's done, you can create a backup offering. You can assign a virtual machine to the backup offering, and then you can trigger backup on virtual machine, a live virtual machine, but also on a shutdown virtual machine. You can also get the status of the backup, metrics of the backup. You can proceed to backup deletes. There is also backup synchronization between Backroll and CloudStack. So if you do some backups on Backroll side and also others in CloudStack, they will be synchronized, and you will be able to see them. And I think I forgot, but there is also the restore. You can do a restore of backup. But we will go deeper in the plugin a little bit later. Now, Matthias, will do a presentation of Backroll.
Okay, so here is the. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. There's something strange with the size, but here is the main interface of Backroll. So here you have the dashboard. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the rendering is strange, but here the failures are reported, and then. Yeah, here you have some stats about your hypervisors, pools, and virtual machines, so that you can quickly see the status of your infrastructure. Then there's the task menu entry with backups and restores. So here you can see the latest tasks, so backup tasks with their status and start time, end time, act. And here you can start a new backup task. And you have the same thing for the restore part with the same button here with the task kickstart screen. Then you can see your resources. So here you can add your hypervisor and configure the connection between Backroll and your hypervisor. So here it's outside CloudStack. And then you can see all your virtual machines that are connected to Backroll. And finally, you can group hypervisors by pools in order to manage the backup triggering easier. And then you have the configuration. Here you can define some backup policies. So to tell when your pools must be backed up. And yeah, here it's the storage configuration, so the storage of your backups. and maybe we can end with the connectors screen. So this is here where you can configure the connection between Backroll and CloudStack plugin on the Backroll side. Yeah, so maybe we can go with some new features in the interface. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Just a moment, please. Okay. No. Yes. No. Okay. So, or maybe just go with the presentation. Oh, no, that's good. Okay.
So we made some UI improvement. So in the restore and the backup page, they have the main page is the task page, and we make a direct link with start with the backup and the task page. So the backup is pre-selected. You can also change the task. It's the same for the restore. You can. We also added in the target part a search bar to find more easily your VM if you have many VM to manage. In the backup name, we add a timestamp to recognize them more easily. All of these improvements are some feature people ask to them to do it. So we added also a button. A button in the backup and the restore.
Okay. No. Still in beta.
Yes. Backup and restore page to link directly the backup and the restore to the virtual machine, and you will see all the backup on the virtual machine page. So this is all the backup we made.
Yeah, so it's to make easy to investigate when there's a failure in the task. You can directly go to the VM page and check if everything is well configured or not. And one just last thing, at the bottom of each page, we have added the version number. So that in case of future requests or issues, it's easier for us to help you or to understand which version you have installed.
Repasse dans les dashboards.
Yeah.
Dashboard.
Okay. So maybe we have something more in the dashboard. Yeah.
Descends tout en bas. Et là, c'est à toi.
Yeah, I just told that. Yeah. Yeah, but the version number. Yeah. So can I go with the next part? Okay, so the Backroll setup is available in 3 modes, so dev, staging, and prod. So I hope that the names are clear for you. For the production setup, Backroll get codes from both from Git clone, so both from Git and from the Docker Hub with pre-built images, so that you can set up Backroll faster. And with Docker images, we can ensure that the user have led the code without modifications. And there's also the staging for testing and development. So for the developer, You can reach out to us if you want more details about this setup mode. But just one thing. Yeah. Okay. So just one thing for the developers, if you want to contribute to the project, you can now work on Backroll fully locally on your computer, thanks to WSL. So you can install KVM and WSL, you can install KVM and Backroll in WSL so that you can work locally. And we enabled you to enter a domain name instead of an IP address to connect to the local KVM thanks to the special name. So it's here for developer to contribute to the project with this. And then one thing about the production setup. So as I said, the production setup is based on GitHub sources and also on Docker images. So we added a protection to avoid version mismatch, so that when the version between the Docker images and your repo are not aligned, the production setup cannot start. So if you go to the README page of our GitHub repository, you will have a quick start script. So you just have to run this command, and it will download the script and run it. So you will be guided through the setup of the production mode of Backroll, and then it will start Backroll on your computer. So a small but useful feature. Before, you can only restore a VM when the disk was in two directory in depth from the root. So now we have made the code more generic, so that the disk image can be in an arbitrary depth, and restore will still work.
Now let's talk about the latest news about the plugin. We had some big fixed. The first one was a connection problem between the plugin and Backroll. Sometimes and for some reason, we lost the connection with between two of them, and we fix it. Now we handle the lifecycle connection more efficiently, and so far we didn't get the issue anymore. So this is a good thing. And the second one, it's not really an issue, but we changed the way we manage the virtual machine offering an assignment. In the previous version, we do some backup deletes on the assignments, but we saw that it was more relevant to do not the delete and just leave the backups in Backroll. An update about the PR. We did a pull request a while ago, and the PR is still in progress. We are working on it. We had to do some corrections, some code improvement. We worked with Dan and Jitin from ShapeBlue, and we submitted last week a new version of the pull request. So we hope that we can release the plugin as soon as possible. Now we can do a little demo of the plugin and Backroll. Ouais. This way, okay. So yeah, we are in CloudStack. So if you want to use the plugin, you have to first, as I mentioned earlier, you have to configure Backroll. So you have to go in the global settings. You can search for backups. For backups settings. I can see, yeah. Backup settings. So we have a few settings to set. You have to provide the URL, the password, and app name. You can also provide a timeout if you want. And more important is that you have to choose Backroll here as your backup framework provider plugin. Once it's done, you can create a backup offering. You can go to service offering, backup offering. Here you can say that I already have one, but if you want to create a new one, you can just do it here. You just have to select a name, a description, you have to select a zone, and as soon as you select the zone, there is an API call which is made, and he retrieves the policies that are set in Backroll. They are set right here. Yeah. So area says policy, policy 3, policy 2, and if you go back to CloudStack, we can see here that we get our policies. Once the backup offering is set, you can assign your virtual machine to this backup offering. Compute. We got one instance. Maybe this one is already assigned to Backroll. Yeah, you can see here the backup offering is set to Backroll, but we can remove it, and we will add it again. Here, okay. So now the VM is not linked anymore to the backup offering, to Backroll. Here, yeah, so we can add it. We can choose the Backroll backup offering and just say, okay. Yeah, if we check, we are on the Backroll offering. Good. And now we can do some backups and restore. So maybe we can try a backup. Start a backup. Yes. So the task is well started in CloudStack, and if we go to Backroll, here I don't in task here, backup task.
So just refresh me.
Yeah. We can see that the task is started in Backroll 2. So we just have to wait to the task to be done. There will be a little delay to see the status update of the backup in CloudStack, because the retrieval is made by a background worker. So here it's okay, it's done, but we will see that in CloudStack the backup will still now, I think, in progress status. I don't see it.
Ça va venir à la prochaine refresh.
Now I should see. I will go in another menu. Yeah, backups. Well,
I think
that's not what it was expected.
the backup
but,
will come
Later.
in
Yeah,
the next refresh.
All right. All right. Maybe we can do a restore now. compute.
So we don't have the backup refresh on the CloudStack interface, so we can't demonstrate or show you a restore. We have to we have to present the roadmap.
Yeah.
Okay. So the roadmap. We have to check and display VM disk availability. We will add some information on the virtual machine page to know if disk is mounted or not. Multiple backup destination for one VM to increase the security. Improve backroll configuration to facilitate the configuration for users. Plugin release and file level restore and restore to a specific path to restore a VM to a specific disk.
Okay, so just on the backroll side, the standalone backroll side, we may have released the 1.0, but in fact we need more long-term testing, and we need you to test it to have more feedback. So please, if you're very interested, come to the workshop so that you will be able to install backroll and test it and provide us some feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Any questions from the audience? By the way, there was a question from one colleague here. So do you have a retention policy, like automatically removal of some old backups?
Yes. Je le montre.
Dans l'interface.
Yeah. So.
Yes, we have a retention policy, and Matthias is just going to show it in the backroll interface.
Yeah. So it's in the backup policy settings. Yeah, so maybe just take the
La roue crantée.
Yeah, just take the first one. Yeah. Okay, so here you can define the time when the backup must be triggered, and just at the bottom you can define the retention settings. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Do you already provided an integration also with the CloudStack usage system, so that the backup done or anything that you do with Backroll is integrated with the usage? So maybe I can retrieve the metrics for the billing part of CloudStack.
So what? So you're talking about the plugin and the link between Backroll and CloudStack. But what specific feature or problem? Yeah.
For example, if I plan to schedule a backup, let's say that the space that occupies the backup on the storage, I use that to bill it to the customer, something like that.
Yeah. So you want the storage to be available to the customer directly? Not sure. That's it?
No, if you integrate it with the usage of with the CloudStack usage services, you can have the metrics of the usage that you can use to build.
I understand your question. It's not yet implemented with CloudStack usage.
Okay, thank you.
I have, can I? Actually, about the backup chain, do you have like the possibility to set up like incremental backups and full backups? I mean, like the classic backup chain.
For
As
the
well as-
moment, only the first one is full, and
Okay.
then it's incremental.
Incremental.
But
Okay.
yes, we
Forever
might plan
for
to-
incremental? So just like forever for incremental
Yes,
chain?
it's forever incremental at the moment, and if there's enough demand, we might change and add a new feature to add more full in the cycle.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, please another round of applause for DIMSI team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next session is after 10 minutes. It's routed mode, static and dynamic routing by way.